episode 56, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you live in the U.S., that was yesterday. I do film the day before you see the video, so you're going to be seeing this on Saturday, but I'm actually recording on Friday. So I'm actually going to show you some film clips before we get started. We went to my mother's house for Thanksgiving yesterday, and so it was my mother and my father, my husband and I, my brother, my sister-in-law, and 2 of my 3 nephews and their families. So there were 17 of us all together, and you're going to see my brother was supposed to deep fry a turkey, and then he got this turkey that you put in, it's called dry, I think it's called air frying or dry frying. It looks like a deep fryer, but it's actually like a heating element, and you put hickory chips under it and stuff. It was very good. So I filmed that, but I'm not going to put the sound in because my mother's dog was barking in the background because the kids were running all over the backyard because the weather was really nice. So I'm going to stick some clips in here of all of the food and the craziness. So I'll insert that here. Well, we're headed to my folks' house, so I thought I would share what we have to eat today. I am wearing my Yexa shawl, wanted to look fallish and holiday appropriate. So let me show you what we got. We have two cinnamon streusel cakes, an apple pie, a pumpkin pie, and then in here, oh, you can't see it because of the light. There we go. We got a whole bunch of corn muffins and apple cinnamon muffins. And then down here in the oven, we have, oh boy, the steam came up. We have some ooey gooey, there you go, ooey gooey macaroni and cheese. Because we have lots of little people coming to dinner, and all children, including myself, love macaroni and cheese. So that's what we're taking with us for our dinner today.
It's like the parade of the turkey.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This gets stuck on there. Dripping on the side.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cook.
Rosie's up here. See that?
And then today we are going, as soon as I finish filming this, we are going to be going over to my daughter's house for a massive event. It's going to be not only my husband and I, my daughter, my son-in-law, their 7 children. It's also my son-in-law's parents, their daughter, her children. Her husband didn't come with them this time. And several friends, all of which have large families. So I think the last count, it's 11 adults and 24 children. It's going to be truly a wild time. So anyway, but the food she's making, my daughter's a really good cook. The food she's making sounds really yummy, so I will try to get some photos or some video in of our little get-together, because we all are going to hopefully get around to playing some crazy games. We like to play catchphrase, so it's kind of every time we go over, that's what we play, so it should be a fun afternoon, and so I'll stick some video in if I'm able to. I'm photoing your food for YouTube. I told him you were a good cook, so I wanted to show everybody what you made. Yummy.
Lunch? We're having dinner. Do you see all the food on the table?
It was funny. My husband and I yesterday on our way to my parents' house kept hearing this funny beeping noise and couldn't figure out what the beeping noise was. We got to my parents' house and I realized that there was my camera was in my pocket, and apparently when I pushed my seatbelt on or in, it turned the video on. So we have 17 minutes recorded of the inside of my pocket. I won't share with you. It's a little dark footage and it's not really exciting. So yeah, I deleted that. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the time that we had with our family over Thanksgiving, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. So now we will get started with our regular scheduled program. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on this week. I do not have any finished objects. I have been concentrating on 2 projects all week long because one of them is time sensitive. I need to get it done for Christmas, and the other one, I just want to get it done. So I'll show you the one I'm making for my mother first. This is a pattern that I've showed before. This is the one that I designed called Banner Unfurled. And it is available on Ravelry if you want to make it. It calls for 3 colors and it has some beading. It's some basic stitches. It's a $4 pattern, but if you put the coupon code KC20 in it, you'll get 20% off. So I've made it several times, but this one is for my mom, and I am making it out of, let me pull this last color out here. This is the color yarn that's going in it, the variegated yarn that's going in it. And this is how far I am. I'll hold it back here a little ways. And it will block out and stretch a lot because this is 100% wool. So it starts with the kind of a red, it starts with some solid colors, red and brown, and it has some lace. So you can see here's my little stitch marker that looks like, I'll get it turned around. Looks like a little Christmas cookie. There we go. It's kind of getting a little blown out because it's so white. So I have knitted from there up to here this week. So you can see I've gotten quite a ways, and I'm getting ready to do a lace section in the variegated color. And I am using lace weight yarn, but I'm holding it double, so it's about a fingering weight is what I'm using. So I have been working on that like crazy because time sensitive, got to get it done for Christmas. And I am on the last page of the pattern, so it should be hopefully done in the next week or so. That's the goal at least. I should tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the same thing I wore in one of the clips. So I've got my Yexa shawl on, and this is by Janine McCarty. She is the Yarn and You Girl podcast. She also does some design work. So this is a pattern she gifted to me, and so there it is. So the other project I've been working on is my design shawl, and I put a good chunk in on that this week too. Let me get it turned around here for you. Here is where I was last week. right here. You can see my little honeybee. He's tiny, he kind of blends in, but that's where I was at. So I've added a shell pattern. There, you can see it. I've added kind of a shell pattern and then some more striping in here. And now I'm going into another lace pattern here. And I'm starting back through the color. So this color is the same as what's here, and then it's going to go back out to the lighter colors to end with. So it will start with this color, and then it's going to go back through it. And this shawl will actually sit this direction when it's finished. So here it is. And this also will block out quite a bit because it is 100% wool also. And I'm using the Knit Picks palette yarn, and this is all I've got of this particular color. So I really am hoping, I'm not worried about playing yarn chicken because since I'm designing the pattern, I'll stop when I run out of yarn. But I want to make sure that I have a little bit extra because not everybody knits with the same tension that I do. So I always try to make sure I've got leftovers in case somebody knits a little looser. I don't tend to, I'm not a tight knitter, but I'm not a loose knitter. I'm just pretty average with my knitting. But that's what I've got left of this particular color. And this one is Semolina, I believe. So that's what I've been doing with my works in progress. Now we're going to talk about the sock along that we are starting in January. Excuse me, I got fuzz up my nose from holding that up. We were debating between doing the blueberry sock pattern or the basic socks by Winwick Mum. These were the two options that you could pick from. The winner is, it was very close, but the winner was definitely the blueberry waffle sock. Do not fear, those of you, I will explain in a minute. Those of you who signed up for the basic socks, got you covered. So we'll be in good shape. So hang on a second with that. The blueberry sock pattern is what won. Let me tell you, you can print the pattern. It is a free pattern available on Ravelry. It is by Sandy Turner. What you will need material-wise, in case you haven't downloaded it yet, you will need DK weight yarn, 330 skeins. Oh yeah, that would be huge socks. 330 yards. Yes, yards, not skeins, yards. The lady who did the knitting, did the design work for the pattern, actually used Cleckheaton Superwash 8-ply crepe. I've never heard of this before, but just she used 3 skeins of it, and each of the skeins were 110 yards. So it's going to take you 330 yards to make these socks. And you're going to need 3.75 millimeter needles or US 5s. You could use double pointed needles, or you can use the 9-inch circulars. Either one. I tend to use the 9-inch circulars because double pointed needles, I use them only if I absolutely have to. But that's what the options are there. And so those are the supplies you're going to need. And you'll probably, at least when I knitted these, I used 2 stitch markers to mark where the pattern started and stopped. So that's optional for you. So anyway, we are going to start this in January. So if you're interested in joining, each week I will be doing a section, doing a tutorial, and then we'll work on it together. And when we finish, and we'll be posting our progress and everything in the Ravelry group. So that's our plan. We're starting in January. And so if you want to join, download the pattern and get your supplies. This way it gives you a month to get your supplies together so you'll be ready to go when we get started. Now, for those of you who wanted to do the basic sock pattern, this is by a lady, I don't remember what her real name is, but she goes by Winwick Mum. When I went to download this pattern, you're going to, if you download it, it opens up to it looks like a blog page or a website. Right in the top paragraph of that website, she explains that she's done a video tutorial for, apparently she did the exact same type of sock along that we're going to be doing in January. So I don't want to steal her thunder. That's her pattern. So anyway, she has actually done, you can click on the link and it will actually take you to the video tutorials that she has done for this particular sock. She also gives some step-by-step instructions on that page that opens up itself, where you can just scroll down, and she shows pictures all the way along it. So like I said, she's already done a tutorial, so it seemed kind of pointless for me to repeat the thing since it's her pattern to begin with. If you scroll a little bit further down that page that opens up when you click on the free pattern in Ravelry, it also shows you a section that will say to download this pattern in PDF. That's what you want to click to get the written form of this pattern. And it's a free pattern as well. So again, it's called Basic Socks by Winwick Mum. And if you check out if you just put her name in on Ravelry, she actually has put together quite a few sock patterns, as well as I saw a hat, and I'm not sure how many other patterns. She has quite a few patterns, and they're all free. So definitely worth checking out. So I'll put the way everything's spelled, I'll put it in the little down bar caption thing down here below. So you can check that out. So, and if you do the basic socks instead of the blueberry waffle, you can still post pictures in the Ravelry, because the socks are very similar in construction. About the only difference is the blueberry waffle sock is a little bit different in the needle size. I think the needles for the basic socks are a 2.5. And yeah, it's otherwise the pattern itself is very, very similar. So, you know, we're here to have fun, so don't worry about it. So we can do either pattern, but the one that I'll be doing tutorials for will be the one for the blueberry waffle sock. So anyway, check those things out. That's what's going on with the sock along. Now I wanted to show some show and tell. This is our new segment where if you finish a project and you would like me to share it during the podcast, you can send me an email with a picture connected. You can do it on Facebook as well, and a lot of the ones that are on here I got from Facebook. But the other way is you can send it through my through my Yahoo account, which is KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com. And you can just send it as an attachment, and I will post a picture. You can also, like I said, you can put it in the Facebook page, which is Katrina Knits on Facebook. So I will insert a few pictures. The first one is by Bev, who has posted pictures in the weeks before of a quilt she was working on. She finished that quilt, so she shows I'm going to put the picture in here of her finished, completed project. So it is over and done. So I don't know if she's got more Christmas knitting she's doing at this point or not, but that was quite a massive undertaking. But it really looks pretty. So here's her picture. Kathy knitted a Christmas scarf, and it's adorable. It is a narrow Christmas scarf because she lives out where the temperatures are warmer, so she said she doesn't want anything heavy. But the cute part about it is it's got fur. It's got like faux fur knitted onto the ends. It looks like a little elf scarf. It's so cute. So anyway, it is posted on there, so I will insert a picture of that here. And then the last one is Yoka, and she lives in the Netherlands, and she posted some pictures on that showed up on my Facebook page of some socks, and I did a double take because I was like, this is who should be teaching the sock pattern to you guys, because the socks look really good. They're variegated yarn that she's used, and she's obviously a better sock knitter than I am, so check out her Facebook. Did you really knit these? And she was like, yes, I knit those, because I thought maybe she was just posting a picture, and she said no, she did knit these. So I'm going to post that picture here, and you can see how impressive those socks are. So yeah, like I said, I'm intimidated now about teaching the sock pattern when I see some of you guys that are doing much more socks than I've ever done. But anyway, I'm enjoying looking at different projects. So like I said, if you're working on something or you finished a project, post it to the Facebook page or post it to my Yahoo, I keep saying YouTube, to my Yahoo account. And that way I can share them with everybody else, because we all like seeing what each other are making. So, and that's kind of my idea with this sock along, is so we can kind of share and everybody can see what everybody else is doing. And it's like having a little knitting group that's all around the world. So it's kind of fun. So that's our thing with our show and tell this week. Now we have acquisitions. Now, my birthday is Monday. I'm going to be 55. I never get for my birthday what I really want, and that's to get younger. I haven't gotten that wish granted yet. But my husband did say, why don't I, he's like, what do you want? And I was like, I don't really know. Yarn's always a good option. He was like, but he doesn't know what to buy me yarn-wise, because, you know, I don't know what to buy him at times either. So we end up kind of picking it out and saying, happy birthday. So I'll show you what I got. It has not come in yet because I just ordered it today. Craftsy was having a Black Friday sale. That's one advantage to having your birthday right around Thanksgiving. Sometimes you get a parade. You get turkey whether you like it or not. I'm not a turkey fan, but anyway, you get turkey. But you also hit the Black Friday sales. So I bought some stuff off of Craftsy. I bought this. It's a kit. This is called the Playdaption. It's from Aunt Minnie's Knits. And it's called Playdaption. I guess it's Playdaption. It's a poncho, if you can see it here. It's a poncho and it has like buttons, but you can wear it at different angles. Now, I did not get it in this color because I really didn't like these colors. I got mine in, it's a tan and a brown and kind of a rust color, so it's definitely more fall type of colors. And it has brown buttons. I am not into salmon pink or, you know, pink buttons, which is what that has on it. I'm not quite sure how the plaid is created in this, so it sounds like it could be interesting. So it came as a kit, and it was on sale for like 60% off. So for $14, it included the pattern, and it includes the yarn, so I couldn't go too far wrong. So I got that, and then I bought some more of this yarn. This isn't the yarn, but it's this type of yarn. This is the Highland Superwash Sock Twist. It's Cloudborne fibers. I bought this a couple weeks ago in a gray and a tan to make leg warmers because I wear dresses all the time. And the other color I wear a lot is navy blue. So I bought navy blue in this color to make like 3 skeins. And they were like, I'm thinking they were $3.20 a skein, which is really, really good. It's fiber content on this. I think it's an 80-20. Yeah, it's 80 superwash fine Highland wool and 20% polyamide. So, and it is a fingering weight. And there is 178 yards or 163 meters per skein. So that's why I bought 3. So those should be coming in the mail hopefully this week, and next week I'll be able to show them to you when they come in and show you the yarn. And I'm not sure, I think the yarn that goes with this pattern is acrylic. I'm not positive. Not 100% on that. I don't remember. But yes, I'm excited to try this because when I've watched this pattern, I've seen it every time I look at Craftsy. It's like right on their main page. And I kept seeing this plaid here, and I thought, now I wonder how they're doing that. So I'm kind of interested to see how it all goes together. It just looked like it would be kind of something different to try. I've never really knit plaids. I've woven plaid before on my loom, but I've never knit plaid before. So I thought that would be kind of fun to try. So those are my acquisition. Well, no, I have one more acquisition. And this one's kind of an exciting thing. If you watched Instagram earlier this week and my Facebook page, I posted this and said I would tell you more about it today. Here it is. Okay. I have been watching, if you watch a lot of knitting podcasts, a lot of them get these yarn advent calendars to start the beginning of December. And what they are is a lot of these independent dyers put together anywhere from 12 to 25 little mini skeins of yarn. And what they do with that is they wrap them up separate, or they put them like in a little box and number them. You know, they wrap them individually in some manner, and then they box them all together and ship them out. So the person that gets them, opens up box number 1 on December 1st, and each day there's a different little mini skein of yarn, which they then can knit into socks or any kind of project, or their cozy memory blankets, whatever. So I thought, wouldn't that be fun for Christmas? That would be something fun to do. And then I saw how much they were. And it was like, they ran anywhere from $68 plus $12 shipping to $200. And I was like, that's an awful lot to spend for what, if you took the totals all together, it's only a skein or two, full skein or two worth of yarn. And it's like, that's crazy. I think it would be fun to do, but I just can't afford to do something like that. Then I remembered eBay. There was a lady that I ordered from. Her name is Paula, and she has an eBay store called Really Knit Stuff. I'll put it right down here, how it's spelled, because it has some little underbars in it. Go to eBay and type that in to go to her store. She sells groups of little mini skeins, hand-dyed, and she has them in groups of, I think it's 20. You can buy them in groups of 37. And I think she sells them in bigger groups than that. I went for the 20 because that's what I've bought from her before. Her yarn is gorgeous. They're little mini skeins. They're already wrapped up in little skeins. And I thought, why can't I create my own advent calendar? So that's what this is. And she ships really fast. I mean, I ordered it and had it within 4 days. And that's within the U.S., so I don't know if it was overseas what it would be like. But all total, her yarn was $25 plus the $3 shipping. So, you know, that's a big difference in price. So here it is. And actually, I chatted back and forth with Paula, and come to find out she owned a yarn shop for 17 years. So, starting December 1st, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to each day online, you guys will get to watch this. Each day I'm going to open this up, and then each day I will just randomly pull a skein of yarn out, and then I'm going to knit it into my cozy memory blanket. Now, if you would like to see what some of these skeins in the past have looked like, because I have ordered from her before for my cozy memory blanket, let me show you a couple. Where did I put it? When I did my cozy memory blanket, and I'm still working on that, some of these squares are from the first batch of yarn that I bought from her. This is one of them. This is another one. Right here. Let's see. This is one of hers. The purple here is one of hers. I think that's one. So I've done quite a few. Here's some bright pinks. The last batch that I ordered from her, they were multicolored. Here's several here. This one and this one. And down here, I think I already showed you that one. So I have quite a few of hers from before, and here's some that are still, they come in little skeins and then I rolled them. So I had some I was getting ready to work on. Here's one here, and one here, and here, and here's another one. So, like I said, I've ordered from her before. I'm real happy with what I get. And she does give you some choices in color. So I think the ones she had to choose from, she had one in blues, she had one in neutral. And the one color that I didn't have a whole lot in there were, she had one package that was yellows and reds. So that's what I got. This is the yellow and red. So most everything in here, there's a mix of kind of variegated as well as some tonal colors. And it's all in red and yellow hues. So, starting December 1st, be watching, because every day you guys can watch what I pull out for a skein of yarn, and then hopefully by the next day I'll already have it knit up when I draw the next one out. So I've got 20 in here, so I should have from December 1st to December 20th to be able to check out what I'm doing. So it's like a grab bag of yarn. So how much fun is that? But check out her eBay site. Again, it is really knit stuff, and her name is Paula. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be kind of fun. So that ends today's podcast, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next week. Don't forget to send me photos of things that you've made and post it to my Yahoo account, Katrina's Creations. And otherwise, I will see you later. Watch me on Instagram and Facebook. I do post on there a couple times a week as well. So have a great week, guys. See you later. Bye.